Stop. Come push D. Get on the get on. No, turn around. You're gonna fall. That's a butterfly. They're good. Z, don't put your hand on her.
Mom, just look at her. Her is swimming.
She like going outside.
Her outside.
Mm.
Garage outside.
Welcome in, y'all. I'm just sitting outside bored. And I figured I could have just go live. Let me know if y'all want a story time. Hello, Martin. Can you please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already? Even like, if that's possible. I'm just sitting outside. Nothing better to do. So I figured I'd just come on and go live. If y'all want me to do a story time, put a one in the chat, and I'm sure I can come up with a story time. It's 5 people in here. I have 2 likes. So if y'all want me to do a story time, just let me know. As y'all can tell, I'm sitting outside with children. So, yeah, just a boring day. I might can talk about my son breakup while I'm sitting right here. I mean, he's going through a little breakup. This is maybe his second girlfriend, but I think he's taking this relationship too serious. Like he done broke up with the girl done broke up with him. They just be on and off. So I guess recently they was at school and the as y'all can tell, we just sitting outside. It's kind of boring. I was gonna tell a story of my son and his breakup, but my daughter, she's crying. So maybe that's the sign that I'm not supposed to tell his story. He's supposed to tell his story himself. So hopefully y'all can subscribe. Jonas, I'm 40 years old. How old are you, Jonas? I'm 40. Oh, I'm 40, Jonas. Why are you not at school? You say you're 11? You should be at school, Jonas. Or school's already out for you. Oh, you live in Sweden.
Get out and push me.
How is it in Sweden? Do you enjoy living in Sweden?
Come on, push.
That's good. How are you doing in school?
Put me outside.
Are you doing good in school?
Move back. Move back.
That's good to know. Yeah, Johnny, I'm 40. I don't think you're supposed to be on this live. Welcome in. Can you like my live or even subscribe to my channel for more content, family pranks, vlogs? I'm just trying to get it started up and running and try to be a little bit more consistent. So if you have not yet like and subscribe, you also can leave a comment. Hey, Kim. Girl, I'm just sitting in the garage bored, waiting on my baby to get off the school bus. So I decided to go live. I know you hear the kids crying, so I decided to sit out here and just go live. Taki, come back. We just sitting outside. I'm surprised my internet allowed me to go live. It been acting up. It been acting crazy. But this is a live, not really talking about nothing. I'm just on here, just waiting on my baby bus to come and just, I guess, hopefully I can find me some subscribers somewhere that want to subscribe. But this is a live that's talking about absolutely nothing. Oh, I hope Lexi feel better. I hope everything goes okay. Well, you don't have to sit in the chat, Gamma, because this live, I'm telling you, it's not about nothing. But thank you for coming over. Okay, Gamma, I hope Lexi feel better, or even if she feeling better, I just hope everything goes well. Hello, welcome in my live. If you have not liked, please subscribe. You can leave a comment. But this live really not talking about nothing. Not as of yet. Maybe later on I have a topic to talk about. Or maybe do a story time. But I'm just on here really wasting time, y'all. Do y'all like for me to tell you the truth, or you want me to tell you a lie? Y'all the sun is so hot in Texas, like the little holes in the loop of the belt, and they like little middle holes. I'm sitting right here in the sun, the sun beaming on the belt. The belt so goddamn hot it'll burn my side. That's just how hot it is in Texas. And we waiting for Easter. Maybe it's gonna be scorching for Easter. Are y'all ready for Easter? What are your plans for Easter? You're not ready for Easter? Why you not ready for Easter? You gonna have to find eggs. You're not gonna participate in the Easter egg hunt? You just wanna buy them and boil them? Oh. We going to church too? Oh. They're gonna have an Easter egg hunt at church. Huh?
That means you gonna put them in that basket.
Yeah, you have an Easter basket.
I'm the first one to go. Yeah,
But y'all, it is really boring. It is so boring in Texas today. It's hot. Too. What time? Part of the where you're watching from? It's 3:42 here. Y'all can come live. Y'all can come join me later when I go live. I don't know what I want to talk about. I'm gonna think about something to talk about, and then what can I know I got some stuff to talk about. I had a fun life growing up. When I got grown and able to do my own thing, baby, I used to be just gone. Oh, I can even tell y'all about the time I was 8. My mom's house at 18. I ended up doing my very first appointment at 18. And y'all, instead of me going to find me some good apartments to live in, at 18, I went to some hood apartments to move in. It was all bills paid. I was 18 years old. I think the rent there was at that time could have been like $400, $440, $400. And I think I was working on y'all. And me and my little homegirl, we used to be hanging. Now, I always pride myself on buying me clothes and shoes and all that. I always would have my little hair and all that stuff done. I wasn't big on nails because I'm a very confrontational person. Well, I was. So I would always get my toes done and I would not do the nails. But y'all, nobody told me when you're 18 and you get your first appointment, nobody told me that them bills was gonna be real, y'all. Remind y'all, I told y'all I moved into the apartment with all bills paid. Baby, I got that from that job, and I think it was Hood Sunday on Martin Luther King. I want to tell you it was Hood Sunday. Baby, instead of taking that money to that rent office, baby, me and my homegirl, we had went to the store. Oh, I know what I'm going to talk about tonight. I'm going to talk about the time I lost my little nephew at the mall. Okay, but me and my little homegirl, we ain't got that. I had got my money, baby, cashed that check. Baby, we was at that store. At this when Anichi back then was popping real hard. Baby, they had this Anichi skirt that was breakaway. It was blue jean. And that's when Melissa's was at. Hey, April. That's what these shoes called Melissa's was at. Baby, I went and got that skirt. I had them Melissa's. I think I went and got my feet done. Baby, Timmy Chin is very popular in Texas. Baby, we was all at Timmy Chin. We was hanging out. Remind y'all, this is my first appointment. Now I moved in on a special, so I ain't had to pay the full rent that month. But around this time, talking about rent was coming up. Baby, I done went out there and I done bought all this stuff for me and said, F that rent. But mind y'all, I told y'all these all bills paid apartments. Baby, them people put a note on my door about their rent. I think I went to the office. I was like, can I give you half of the money? They was like, yeah, you. I was young. I'm 18. I paid for their money. I'm like, F it, I'm just gonna dodge them or whatever. Baby, I got another notice. This is the second notice talking about their rent. Hey, Peaches. Baby, I'm talking about when I was young and dumb in my very first appointment and didn't pay them people their rent and it was all bills paid. Baby, them people put another notice on that door. That notice was asking me for the money, and if I ain't pay the money, they would shut the lights off. It was all bills paid, but could you blame them? No, you couldn't. I couldn't blame them because hell, it's already all bills paid. Baby, me and my little homegirl, we had met some people over there in the apartments that used to come and sit back and chill in my house. I had told my homegirl, I said, I'm gonna start selling plates. I'm gonna start selling food plates to get the rent money. So my very first dinner I cooked, y'all, it was chicken, macaroni, and green beans. And I was telling the people that we hung out with it, I was selling plates. The plate was $10. It was chicken wings, macaroni, and green beans. And it's supposed to come with a drink. Baby, 2 people came and bought them plates. And I ain't give them the drink. They was like, well, I'll drink. I was, and if you wouldn't have chose chicken wings, you could have got a drink. They like, girl, you said it was gonna come with a drink. Long story short, y'all, I done pay them people their goddamn rent. Them people hit that goddamn breaker box and shut them goddamn lights off. They was so hot in that goddamn apartment. I'm like, shit, I'ma still chill up in here. I ain't gonna move out. I'ma still chill. Baby, that night came, it was so goddamn hot. I'm like, you know what? It might not be so bad if I call my mama and see can I come back over there and stay. At that time, my daddy had just recently had got out of prison. I told y'all on a previous live, like my dad was locked up until I turned 18 and he got out or whatever. So I ended up trying to go back home. And I told y'all I was big on clothes, dressing, keeping my appearance up when I was young. Baby, my mama was like, I'm come to move you. I'm not gonna do this. I had to leave all those shoes I had them bought, y'all. All them clothes I had them bought. So you asked me, I should have paid that damn rent, huh? And should have left them clothes and shoes and shit where they was. I couldn't take it with me no way. So I ended up not moving back to mama house. I ended up moving with my dad. I ended up moving with my dad and his don't want having to move with somebody that you know little to nothing about. I mean, me and my dad relationship is crazy, and he say it's crazy because he say we are the same person, like we got the same attitude or whatever. But I told you I grew up without my dad, and I grew up with my stepdad. My stepdad was a great stepdad. I mean, I didn't miss a beat on nothing I wanted or needed. My parents did provide, but my mom was strict, and she stood on business. If you can't get with the program, baby, you gotta get the fuck up out of here. My mom didn't play like that. Baby, if you go and if my mom cook dinner and you go outside and you stay long time outside and ain't trying to get back in the house when it's supposed to, baby, the pots are put up in the refrigerator and she dare you to go in there, motherfucker, and get it. But my mom did not play like that. Every day I thank God for that type of parent, the type of parents I have, because now I'm able to see through a parent's eyes, like, of all the things that I wanted to do as a young adolescent girl. My mom, I'm not gonna say my mom was just a bad parent or a mean parent. My mom meant business, and she stood on business very well, and I'm glad that she stood on business because guess what? I feel like she raised a decent daughter. You know, I mean, I'm glad she wasn't big on those spending nights and people spending the nights, and she wanted to be in her children's business. She wanted for people to come over and spend the night so she could see what type of kid that was. And she didn't want you to lose down there at other people's house because you know things going on in their house. And ain't nobody gonna tell you, hey, my uncle, he got the register on that paper, or hey, my daddy on that list. They ain't gonna tell you no shit like that. You just gonna have to go over there and find out. But I feel like, go ahead, there's angels around me. I was always blessed. I was always blessed in the bad choices that I made in my life. I was always blessed to have a positive outcome at the end of all of that. I always had a positive outcome. I don't know why God carried me and shield me the way he did, but I thank God every day that he did. He protect me from what I didn't see. And you know, we picked the wrong people, we picked the wrong friends. I had to find out I had the wrong friends. It didn't take me to I didn't find out I had wrong friends until I was grown, y'all. I was real grown. And I had to find out those friends that I had been around all that time that mean me no good. I done cut all of them off. I probably have one good friend, and I keep in contact with her. And we keep in contact. We don't miss a beat. If we go for without talking, baby, we can pick up that phone and get back to talking like ain't nothing ever happened. We gonna check on each other. We gonna make sure everything good, cover steady, and we go about our life, y'all. I'm telling you, but this is the crazy thing, y'all. When I was telling y'all, I used to write these letters to God and ask God to my dad to me on when I turned 18 or whatever. Let me tell y'all how I feel like I was placed in situations for that to happen. It just didn't happen like it could have happened. Like, you know, the letters that I was writing, the letters that I was writing was preparing my mind for the 18th. When I turned 18, that meet up. But y'all, let me tell you how God works and how he works in mysterious ways. This friend that I tell you I'm still friends with, we keep in contact with each other, they live right around the corner from my dad and mom, and I never did know them. So it was so crazy. I was literally right in the neighborhood with them, and I never once ever up and see them. Like, it was just like a hit and miss. Every time they never would see me, I never did see them. But when everything unraveled and everything came out, I was like, man, I used to be right here at this house. At times, y'all, I would be like diagonal from my grandmother's house, like right across the street from her. Like, I'm talking about right across. When I was able to go to my grandmother's house when my dad got out or whatever, and I went to go meet them or whatever, it was just so amazing to me that we were so close, and I never did run into them. Like, I never did run into them. Like, they never did. Come back up here. Now push it back up here. Come on, Pocket. They never did see me out over there hanging out or none of this. Even like I was working in the little McDonald's in a hospital, and my dad's sister, she was a nurse in that hospital. When y'all, I'm telling you, this lady used to come down and order, and it's just like we would lock eyes at each other, and it would just we'll just go on about our way. Like, we never asked, are you such and such, or you know, because I didn't meet his family until I was 18, but they knew me. Like, I met them when I was 2, but I can't give you no stories of when I was 2 because I don't remember none. Like, he remembers the stories, but he remember all the trips and stuff he came and got me, but I don't remember none of that. So I wasn't big on like trying to even remember, you know. But this day and time in my adult life and me turning my life over, giving my life to Christ, it's like I want to take my time out and get to know my dad, like, and just kind of talk to him on a personal level. But it's like I'm so stuck in my ways, y'all. So it's just like it's a brick wall there. I appreciate him always considering me his baby, you know, things like that, because he didn't get a chance to raise me, you know. And it's like he considered me there, and you know, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, baby. When it come down to me and him talking, baby, I talk so crazy to this man, and he deal with it because he's like, you know, we're the same. You act just like me, like But I don't fault him for being going to prison because back in the 80s, what was popping? Either you was smoking or you was on the other side of that, you was the pusher. Either you was smoking or you was the pusher. And he chose to be the pusher. So, hey, that's the life he chose. He accepted his punishment. He took his punishment like a man. I came back home and get what? Went back every single year on parole. And down there right now, y'all. Wrote me a letter maybe 2-3 years ago, y'all. I still ain't got a chance to write him a little bit. I mean, it's not intentional. It's like real life goes on. My life can't stop because you keep going to jail. My life keep going on. Like, it be in my heart to write a letter, but my mind just don't say, I don't have the time to sit down and just write one. It's on my mind to write it. I just don't never find time to write it. Like, in his letter, he was telling me, like, man, I'm getting too old for this stuff. I'm losing sight. You should have been losing sight when you went down there and gave them people all them years. Your sight should have been clear. You should have been clear and seen clear what you wanted to do with your life and time. But I guess your life and time is down there. But, I mean, I can't fault him. I mean, we all make mistakes in this life. We all have choices. If you're going to do the right thing or do the wrong thing. And I hope, this is what I hope for him when he return, he do the right thing. I really do hope and pray for him. Like, I miss those times when I used to be like in a grocery store or something, or I'd be anywhere and someone would stop me and be like, baby, I just want to let you know somebody been praying for you. Like, I haven't had that to happen to me in years, y'all. I'm talking about so many years that I haven't found nobody to say, I'm praying for you. I used to... You okay? I used to run into those type of people all the time and be like, baby, somebody been praying for you. And I don't know if I believed it. No, come on. I don't know if I believed it or not, but I believe somebody was praying for me too, as well. Like, but I don't run into them people. And do I think is somebody still praying for me? Yes, I do, because I pray for myself all the time. I pray for others. So I do believe that it be people, y'all. Yeah, but like I was saying, y'all, I do believe in people when if somebody come up to you and tell you somebody been praying for you, I don't know whether you should believe it or not, but I actually believe because so many, I done went through so many trials and tribulations and I got through each and every last one of them. I'm not gonna tell you it wasn't hard going through them because I ain't gonna lie. It was hard. I just know I got through them. Like I got through them without a stain on me. Trust me. I consider I don't look like what I've been through. I've been through a lot in my 40 years, but I thank God for holding me, carrying me. Like, how people just genuinely just be so happy. Like, everybody say, oh, I'm a child of God, I'm a child of God. I actually believe that I have a purpose here. Like, I actually believe I am a child of God because so many things have happened to me, and it was God that shielded me. I'm talking about shield me, y'all. Protected me from evil. Protected me when, listen, if I tell y'all, baby, it'd have been time I ain't had nowhere to go, and a place would come out of nowhere. Just a place would come out of nowhere. It's like God just, he took me through something, but he never left me there. He always brought me through it. And do I feel like am I worthy of his good grace? Sometimes I don't feel like why did he care so much to make sure everything worked out with me? But right now, I'm not gonna say I'm yeah, it's just like I'm at a loss for words with that. God helps me, He protects me, He provides. And it's like, you know how when you pray for so many things and you get to praying like, Lord, give me this. Lord, give me that. Yes, Lord, please help me do this. Lord, help me win the lottery. Lord, help me do this. Lord, help me take care of my kids. I ain't got this or I ain't got that. And if God grants you all those things and you turn your back on Him, do you feel like, why would you turn your back on your provider who provided you everything? So when I got into my house, I used to always be praying to God, God, just give me the health and strength. Just give me this. Lord, can you help me? Can you help me do this? Lord, give me this. Y'all, I went to this one particular church. I was broken when I went in that church. I was broken. I'm not gonna lie. I was beat. Like I didn't have a arm in that fight, y'all. I think I had enough at that point. I had been struggling so long till I just really had enough. And what crossed my mind, I get up one morning, it's like, I'm sitting there and it's like, you need to go to church Sunday. You need to go to church. Y'all did not have a car. It was like, but I needed to go to church. I heard that voice tell me I need to go to church. Now, I don't know, I was in these apartments, but I didn't know where the church was, y'all. But I had already put in my head, I don't care if I gotta walk. I'm going to church. And the church that I was thinking about walking to was far, y'all. It was far. But I heard that in my head, like, go to church. Y'all, me and my kids, we gotta. Who opened that door? Okay. Y'all, we gotta. I'm talking on live. We got up, y'all, that Sunday. We prepared for church. And as I was coming down the stairs, from my apartment coming down the stairs, I heard the like church music. And I felt like, hey, because I've been living in these apartments probably maybe a month. So a few Sundays had passed. I had never heard the band or no song church music coming. But this particular Sunday, I'm coming down the stairs. I got on his because I heard the voice telling me to go to church. So now I'm finna be obedient. I'm finna get up, get my kids ready, and we headed out the door, preparing to walk to the church, right? Y'all heard that music, and I looked up, baby, the church sitting directly across the street from where I was living. So I got up, I went in that church. I sat maybe on the third or the fourth row, and I made it there in time for Bible study and the actual church service. And that man got up and he was preaching. Y'all, every word that came out that man's mouth spoke directly to my heart. Like the scripture he was preaching stood out and they was speaking to me like this was the word that God prepared me to come in here and hear. He wanted me to hear this scripture. So I'm like, okay. And they ask you like anybody need prayer, the doors of the church is open. So I go up there, y'all. And I'm not embarrassed to cry in front of people because at that moment, if I'm feeling like that's what God need me to do to show that my soul, my heart is pure at that moment, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna do whatever it is, what it takes to show God that I'm here, I'm ready, right? It's now. So after they prayed over me or whatever, I left that Sunday and I feel like, okay, well, God, if this for me, I'm gonna go back in there next Sunday and I'm gonna listen again. I'm gonna listen for something else. I go up in there the next Sunday, y'all, because I see this church right across the street. I go in there the next Sunday, y'all. That man got up there, he started preaching. It was another scripture. It was for me. It was like, and I hadn't talked to the church and tell them what I'm going through or what I've been through or none of that. It's like these scriptures just dancing. They talking to me. They talking. They talking. Like it made me yearn like for more. I need to come more. I need to hear some more. I need to hear more. And then I'm telling y'all, it was talking like these scriptures was talking directly to me. So I'm feeling like, okay, this is what God wanted me to hear. So after church that Sunday, this Sunday, y'all, at that particular Sunday, I left that church, I had a headache. And it's like, I believe the devil was just so upset that I seek God. And I went to God to see exactly what he was telling me that he needed me to hear. Like he wanted me to hear. Y'all, the third Sunday I got up. I got my kids dressed. Now, remind you, I don't have church clothes, but I'm going to church. And this church is not like a full house. It's not a bunch of members in this church, but I'm up. I don't care. It could be 3 people in there. I'm in there. So at this particular time in this church, he started preaching again, y'all. It was some more confirmation. Now, I'm not going to say the scriptures was to me no more. Now, these are confirmations. This is what I was supposed to hear. It was just like one after another, one after another. He was just feeding me. He was feeding me the confirmation from God, what I needed to build me up and make me strong. He was feeding it to me, and it was like each Sunday I was yearning for more. Like, hey, y'all, let's get up, let's go to church. Y'all, I had no church clothes. Like, I would be going in jeans. I was, well, they say come as you are, right? And I wouldn't wear nothing disrespectful or nothing, but I was wearing what I had, and I was going to church. Y'all, I never talked to nobody in this church and tell these people what I was going through. This lady, one church lady, showed up at my house, y'all, with a big old bag of like church clothes, church skirts. Like, she didn't give me no church shoes, but it was like little church, like little nice little things to put on for church. Y'all, I started wearing that stuff, going to church. I went another Sunday, and I'm gonna tell y'all, cause I ain't gonna get on here in front like I walk with God, and right there I turned away from sin, cause I did not. I'm gonna tell y'all this. That the next Sunday I got up there, this man was sitting on the stage, and he got to telling me like, oh yeah, when I tell you, he was up there preaching, y'all. But it seemed like me and this man was locking eyes. I'm on the 4th row. I'm never at the front of the church, but I'm always like kind of in the middle. And it seemed like me and this man was locking eyes, and this man was telling me, you gonna be the one to save your family. God putting it on you. He not telling me directly to like, hey, look, young lady, you gonna be the one. He's speaking and he praying, and it's telling me you gonna be the one to save your family. It's gonna take you. It's gonna take you to break this cycle. This man was preaching everything I had ever been through, right on them stages. Like I don't know, if God just put an angel over me and just let me walk in there and let him just read my heart. Now, this 4 Sundays, y'all, this preacher read my heart. He read my life. And 4 Sundays that I was at this church, this man read me. He read everything I had been going through, everything I was currently going through, everything I was going through with my mama. This man sat on that stage that day, and he was preaching, and he was preaching. He was preaching, y'all. I'm getting teary-eyed because that's how real it felt in that moment. Like, I knew I was supposed to be there. Like, I knew God placed me there for these things. Y'all, at this time I was going through, I didn't have no job. I was getting like a bare minimum child support, y'all. But it was like covering the rent. At this time, I'm like, you know what? I think it was a payment miss. So I didn't get it 1 month. So that's the month I skipped. I did not pay rent, y'all. So it was like I was already, I was delinquent now in the rent. Y'all, why my rent just got paid? My rent got paid. And you know what I did? I turned my back. And I want to say I turned my back because I didn't go to church the next Sunday. I didn't go up in there the next Sunday. I think I went again another Sunday. But I wasn't consistent no more, y'all. I was not, cause I'm like, oh yeah, my rent got paid up, and I'm feeling like, oh okay, I'm gonna chill for a little while or whatever I'm gonna do. So I started looking for me a job to go. Like I'm gonna keep up the rent, but I turned my back. I feel like I turned my back on God. Hey, Saret, I feel like I actually when that door opened for me, it felt like, hey, now God knew what you was going through and He placed you here. You ain't gotta go back no more. That was the devil, y'all. That was the devil telling me don't go back to church. I did not go to church the following Sunday. Like I fell off. Like I was not going back. Y'all, now I'm telling y'all, my rent had got paid. Why? One day I'm sitting in my living room. It's me, my homegirl, my brother. We sitting in my living room. Why the constable come knock on my door and tell me I had 24 hours to move? Because the apartment complex wanted late fees. And I feel like God had did something for me, but He quickly snatched it to get my attention again because I had lost sight and lost focus of what I was supposed to be doing, right? So He had to take something from me to get my attention again. Now it's like now I'm seeking it again. I'm seeking our God. So my kids' grandmother, she let us come stay. We go there. Not my mom, but my kids. Not my kids' dad, mom either. Is his dad. His wife allowed us to come stay. So we go over there. We stay, y'all, or whatever. And it's like my determination build up again to just go hard. Look, I'm finna go hard. I'm finna work. I'm finna save. I'm finna work. I'm finna save. Cause I got some. I got a little bit of help now, so I know I'm finna go hard. I'm finna save this money. I'm finna go hard as I can. And I actually did that, y'all. And it's like every time I feel like, and this time why I feel like I had this house 23, and it came up across my heart 25 to get back in church because I don't want God to turn His back on me or snatch something from up underneath me as before it has happened. So I feel like, you know what? I'm going to get up. I'm going to go praise God. I got to give God my time. I got to give Him my attention. This man have healed me. I don't know if it's a man. I can't tell you nothing. But I just know, man, the God we serve is a great God. It's a real good God. This man is a great God. Like, it shouldn't be nothing. I don't feel like it's nothing I can't go ask my God and He can't provide. And I don't want to get on here and get to talking about church to y'all and scan y'all. But get right, y'all. Get y'all life right. Get right with God. Because, hey, the way we marching and the way the world turning, we all need Him right now, y'all. And I don't mean to preach to y'all, but I feel like maybe it came on my heart to tell y'all how good God been. Like, because at first I was just sitting in the garage waiting on my baby to get off the bus. I had no topic. And do you understand? I went to talking about nothing and came right here to this. So I feel like maybe my purpose is to tell everybody how good God has been. Trust Him. Trust Him. When you ain't got nothing else left, trust God. Trust me. Faith. Faith is all you need. Faith. I'm a broken child. Like a broken child. I grew up broken. But I was whole, but I was broken in the inside. You know how you can come from a family and everything be good, but that child just broken on the inside? That's how I felt. I was broken on the inside. And this day and time, sometimes I find myself broken because I sit back sometime in my house. I can be cleaning. I can be sweeping. I can be happy. And something just come over me. And, oh, y'all, I start crying. I'm in this. Oh, my God. Oh, y'all, I just started crying because I know God good. I know God good. I do. I know God good. Anyway, like I was saying, I could be in my house, I can be sweeping, I can be cleaning, and I can be happy in that moment. And as I'm sweeping, it seemed like my life get to flashing. It showed me things I done been through and I done overcome. Sometimes it just catch me at night and it'll just get to flashing like, hey, look, look. And sometimes I sit down and I have to think and I cry about it because it's like post trauma. And it's like nothing really happened to me as a kid. I was just broken on the inside. I was broken. Just have you ever felt whole but broken? Like you're a strong person. You always have to be strong in situations that you never can feel vulnerable in. You always have to be that strong person. That's how I feel in my life. It's not a moment that I can't break. I got my kids depending on me. Like that's one reason I can't fold. I can't take a break. I always gotta do better for my kids. And I feel like all the stuff I've been through in my life, I don't want my kids to get too far gone in life and don't know to build a relationship with God. Because that's a relationship that they going to need even after this life and time. And when God removed me off this earth, my kids still need to go to God and understand that my job here was complete. Don't question his word. Accept it. Thank God. Move on. Keep doing what you need to do. Walk in your light, walk in your truth, walk in your purpose. I'll always be wherever, supporting you from wherever. And I'm telling y'all this because that's how I actually feel. I don't want to bury my children. I want my children to bury me. That's just how I feel in this life. But I don't want to just hold y'all up with this sad story because it just caught me out of nowhere, y'all. This really just came over me. But I do thank God for whatever He trying to show me or tell me to teach or give somebody on here hope that might be going through what I done been through. Maybe that was the message for me to let you know to keep holding on, trust God, get in your Bible, get focused. He hear you. Pray about it and leave it there. Don't carry no burdens. Give Him the load. And just know the weapons may form, but none gonna prosper. He who lasts, you will be first. And I'm a firm believer of that. Cause I used to feel like I'm last, but baby, I'm running circles, doing backflips, turning cartwheels around a bunch of people that I thought was first. So I just want to tell y'all to stay motivated, stay prayed up or whatever. That's just, I don't know, that's like bits and pieces of my story, y'all, but my baby done got off the bus now. So, oh Lord, thank you, God, for using me. I know somebody around the world, somebody's probably going through that same thing I done been through. Feeling whole but broken. You whole, but you feel empty in the inside. Girl, y'all, this camera just moved up. Thank you, sir, for that virtual hug. This camera that moved up in my house, and I'm sitting in the dining room, and it moved off motion. It moved off motion. So look, I done got scared now because it just raised up, and there's nobody in the hallway. Yeah, I thank God every day too for keeping me strong, because hey, I know it was times I wanted to give up, y'all. I really did. I felt like I had no purpose. I had no reason to be here. But God felt like I did have a reason and a purpose. That's why I'm still here today. Usually people saying, oh girl, your mouth so big, you ain't gonna live to see 25. Baby, I'm 40 by the grace of God. That 25 you cursed my life, bitch. Oh, excuse me, now be. But baby, I'm 40 now. It's like that 25, I live your 25 by 15 more years. And if God say the same, in May I'll be 41. So, yep. Yep, my little story, y'all. And it turned out I had no storage sitting in my garage. I got on this live, it just went down the journey. Sometimes when you lost for words, God will give you the words to speak, right? But yeah, I'm just sitting here now. I think I'm finna get off alive and turn my life over to Christ. I'm trying to get right, and I'm trying to do right. So that that's about it. I ain't gonna say I'm just this holy person. Oh Lord, I don't do no wrong, cause baby, y'all only understand the words that come out this mouth sometimes. When I'm driving that car and people won't stay in their lane, I'm honking and I'm cussing. So don't get it twisted, baby. God's still working on me. He ain't through yet. He transitioning me to a better person, but hey, I hate to dip back sometimes. And the other night I let this lady kind of dragged me by the back of my shirt and pulled me into her devil's den with her. And you know what? I'm glad she probably found it in her heart to move on, because you actually bothering somebody that ain't said nothing to you, lady. But whatever that was, I rebuke it and I hope it stay far from away from me. But yep. Say hey live. Stop, King. Come here, Pocket. You want to say hey to the live? Say hey live.
Hey, love.
Say okay, I'm Pocket. But y'all, these kids getting crazy, so let me go ahead and end this live. Baby, they over here snatching they food from one another. Let me go ahead and end this live.